Here's a list of 27 ways that you're wasting your money. I have been wanting to do this video for a while, and now we're doing it. Ways that people are wasting their money. Someone's got to talk about it. I just think this is helpful to know. Maybe there's ways we can cut back. Banking fees. You know what? This could just be my opinion, but it shouldn't cost me more money to put my money in a bank. Every time I get paid from a job, or even if you're an entrepreneur, we're already paying taxes on our income, and then we're paying taxes on everything we buy. Can we at least not pay fees for putting our money in a bank? I would try to find a bank to put your money in that do not charge fees. And while we're talking about banking, another way of wasting your money is overdraft fees. It's super important that you keep your finances in order so that you do not pay overdraft fees. I've seen overdraft fees at like $20 or more each time. So if you go to like one store, that's $20. If you go to another store, that's $20. A pretty big amount of money. And late fees. If you're paying your bills late, any kind of bill, if you're paying it late and you get a late fee, that's a good way to waste your money. If you did that every month with one bill or several bills, that can add up every year. Fireworks. Oh boy, this is a big one. Fireworks are not cheap and they last about 10 seconds. It's not really benefiting you financially. Halloween costumes. I'm not saying don't dress up for Halloween. I'm just saying the ones that we're buying at the store that are extravagant are maybe a waste of money. An alternative could be to like make your own costume or pick one that doesn't require a lot of money. But Halloween costumes are pretty expensive and we think they have to change every year, and you wear it for one day and then what happens to it? Like, you throw it away? You're certainly not wearing your Batman costume to dinner, are you? I mean, if you are, good for you, because at least you're not wearing it once. ATM fees. This is a big one too. I can understand ATM fees as being like an emergency fee. Like if you have to have cash and you have to have it right now and the bank isn't open to go get cash, fine. Go pay the $3.50 fee for taking out your own money. But to just do it on a regular basis just because, let's save your money. I want you to save your money. Let's figure out something else. You could use an ATM that doesn't charge a fee, or you could go in the bank and get some money out. Cash advances or like payday loan. This is a big one. This is a huge percent markup for your own money that's already getting taxed. And now you're going to pay a business to get your money sooner? Let's stop doing that. Let's not do that anymore. I think I've seen somewhere it's like a 300% charge. And it's your money to begin with. Like, and depending on like the dollar amount and the term, like the length of time that you have to pay it back, I think that percentage goes up or down. So this is huge. I want you to save your money. Buying trending items. If an item goes viral and then we run out and buy it just because it's viral, or we go buy that item in like 4 different colors, do we really need that? I want you to really ask yourself that. Renting a storage unit, like permanently. Probably the only reason you're renting a storage unit is because you have accumulated too much stuff to keep in your house or apartment. So you need somewhere else to put it until you need it again. Let's see if we can get rid of the storage unit and save your money. And storage units can be expensive. Of course, it depends on whether you have a storage unit that's outdoors or storage unit that's indoors and climate controlled. But a storage unit is a fee every month. Paying interest on debt can definitely be a waste of money. I don't want you to have any more interest fees. No more interest on credit cards, no more interest on a car loan, no more interest on some other loan. Dining out is probably the most popular one on the list because everybody's eating, right? And I'm not saying don't dine out. I'm saying do it sparingly so that you're still saving money. Eat more meals at home. Buying a new car, that's a pretty big one. I could probably make a whole different video on buying a new car. It's a big ticket item. Typically you need a loan for it. There's interest on that loan. Then there's taxes and fees, and you have to register it or plate it with the BMV. And then you have to put insurance on it. So new cars are a huge expense, and then they depreciate pretty quickly. I want you to save some money. So maybe you could get a used car if you need a car. Some people don't even have a car. Some people just take public transportation. So is that an option for you? That would save you a lot of money. So I would really ask yourself, do you need to buy a brand new car? That's a fair question. Buying a new cell phone every time a new version comes out. Wow. Sometimes cell phones are like $1,000. That's a huge expense. Do you need to get a new cell phone every time the new version comes out? I would really ask yourself that. You could save a lot of money, and I want you to save money. Water leaks. If your toilet is running, if your faucet is dripping, those kind of things can be very costly. Your water bill will go up, and so you're paying for water that you're not even using. Make sure you keep an eye on your water. Leaky windows. If your windows need upgraded, or if they're leaking air, your heating and cooling bills are going to go up. Every time you heat and cool your living space, it's going straight out your windows. So keep an eye on your windows. Annual credit card fees. Some credit cards have no annual fee, so you're not getting charged anything to just have it. And other credit cards have an annual fee, like $50, $100 a year just to have this card. Make sure that that fee is worth it. Are you gaining something from that? If you're not, I would rethink whether you really want a credit card with an annual fee. Prepaid cards. So the thought of a prepaid credit card or a prepaid card sounds nice, right? Because then you feel like I can only spend what I put on it, so I can't go over. That's valid reasoning. However, typically these cards hold a lot of fees, and we don't like fees. For example, they might have a fee to make a withdrawal. They might have a fee to check your balance. They might have just a monthly fee. I would really look and see if you want a prepaid card and all the fees that go along with it. Or if you're already using it, I would take a look and see, like, every month, how many fees are you getting? Like, what's the total amount of fees? They may even have an inactivity fee. Ask yourself, would you save money if you didn't have a prepaid card? Books. I love reading books, and I think reading is a great habit. There are definitely a lot of advantages to reading books, but do we need to buy the book? We could go borrow a book at the library. Driving on bad tires. Driving on bad tires can increase your fuel consumption, so you will not get as much gas mileage. And you could risk getting a flat tire from it or having a blowout. And then you need to get a tow truck. Maybe you miss work. Don't drive on bad tires. Streaming services. There are so many streaming services now. And how do we even watch them all? if you have a full-time job or children to take care of, or sports to go to, or grocery shopping, or cooking meals, or sleeping, what if you're trying to be active? Go to the gym, take walks, spend time with friends, spend time with family. How much time of the day do you actually get to spend watching your streaming services? And then how many streaming services do you have? How do you find time to watch 4 different streaming services to make it worth your monthly payments? I'm not saying don't get streaming services. I would ask yourself, is it worth it? Are these charges worth the streaming services that you get and the time that you actually get to use them? Can you save money by dropping a couple streaming services or all of them? Gambling. It could be buying lottery tickets. It could be going to a casino. Typically, we aren't winners every single time we gamble, so that would mean it makes it a loss. I would ask yourself, is this a waste of my money? Can I save money by not doing this? In-app purchases on games. It's strictly entertainment. You're not really getting a financial benefit from it. So I would ask yourself, is this worth it to buy in-app purchases? Flying first class. According to Google, the markup on first class flights is typically anywhere from $50 to $100 more per hour for domestic flights. That's a lot of money. You're getting to the same destination in the same amount of time on the same flight for a way different price. I would ask yourself, is this worth it? Could I just fly a regular seat and not pay the extra? Because we're all going to the same place, the same way. Unplug your devices when you're not using them. Anytime you have something plugged into the wall, it's drawing some kind of energy. There is an energy use. And you're paying for that energy use that you're not actually using. So anytime you're not using the device, would it be okay to unplug it? It might save you some money. Purchasing fees to use a credit card. I'll give you an example. I go to a store and I get ready to purchase an item, and they have a little sign up that says, if you're using a credit card to purchase, there is an extra 3% credit card fee. So you're getting charged extra by the store to purchase this item. Could you save some money by paying with cash? Traffic tickets. Can we save money on not getting traffic tickets? And I want you to be a safe driver. So that's a win-win. Bottled water. Bottled water can be expensive if you're purchasing it for everyday drinking water. You're paying not only for the water, but you're paying for the packaging, and the store is charging you for the shipping costs. Over time, that can add up to a lot of money. So alternatives could be buying your own water filtration system. Now, some of the things I talked about in this video probably seems like something too small to worry about. But if you took all of these things I talked about, and each one of them had their own fee, and you added it up for a year, how much money do you think that would be? Probably a lot. So even if it seems like something small or insignificant, think about the long term and the frequency and the amount of fees that you might be paying. And see if it would be worth it to cut back on some of these things, the ways that you're reducing your expenses. And if you're reducing your expenses, you have more opportunity to save or invest, and you could probably get out of debt a little bit faster. Let's make a New Year's resolution. No more extra fees. And no more wasting your money. Share this video with someone that might find this video helpful. Love you, bye.